questions for Luis.
With Yorgos gone and Thiago gone, do you feel any more pressure to have to try to carry this scoring burden for the team?
¿Sientes más presión en este partido sin Yorgos, sin Thiago?
Claro que não, todos os partidos são iguais. Claro que vamos sentir falta de Thiago, de Didi também que não está, de Maios, de todos que não estão, pero é um partido muito importante, estamos todos preparados e creio que os outros jogadores que vão entrar na place de Thiago, de outros, vão fazer muito bem e vamos fazer grande partido.
Of course not. We approach all the games the same, so we know we're going to miss the absences of Thiago, Yorgos, Miles, all the guys who are away, but this is an important game for us, so we're going to treat it like we always do, prepare, because it's an important match.
Luis, ¿sientes que hay una nueva nueva energía en el equipo después de empezar bien, no haber perdido, están primeros en la tabla?
If he feels like there's a new energy around the team and being first in the table.
Sim, creio que sim. É muito importante pensar ganhando e melhor ainda ganhando e jogando bem, sem sofrer muitos gols atrás, marcando muito na frente. Creio que é muito importante. Estou muito contente, muito motivado. Creio que a equipe está mais entroçada, está jogando melhor. Creio que a pouco vamos melhorando e tendo tudo para nós outros fazer grande ano.
Yeah, I think the energy has been good. We're off to a good start. I think the team is playing well. We're scoring goals. We're not conceding as many goals. So I think we're improving, and of course we're continuing to work on things.
¿Tú te preparaste diferente en esta pretemporada? ¿Hiciste algo diferente? Porque obviamente arrancaste súper bien. El año pasado también arrancaste bien, pero ¿hubo algo diferente? ¿Puede ser mental que quizás hiciste en esta pretemporada?
If he's prepared or changed anything mentally, individually entering the season.
Creo que me preparei muito bem como a outra, pero a outra empezando na temporada, empecé marcando e tive uma lesão que atrapalhou muito, pero essa trabalhei maduro, fiz toda a academia, no ginásio todo, então estou muito bem fisicamente, mentalmente também. Creio que a equipe também está bem este ano, melhor que o outro, então temos tudo para todos os jogadores fazer grande ano e vamos buscar playoffs e o título.
I've been working really hard, working hard physically, mentally, just doing everything that I could to prepare for the season, and it helps that we're off to a good start, and it feels good that we're scoring goals. That's it.
Hay mejor ambiente en los vestidores ahora, mejor que el año pasado. Hoy el grupo está más comprometido, más unido, y eso también se refleja en el terreno de juego en cada partido.
Just again about the energy, the chemistry around the team, if it's any different.
Creio que a equipe sempre esteve unida, pero creio que quanto mais anos jogamos juntos, melhor vamos estar, mais entroçados. Eu estou jogando mais tempo com o Thiago, agora com o Didi, com os outros jogadores também. Estamos mais conectando em campo. Creio que isso faz a diferença. Também estamos mais tempo com o Gonzalo, compreendemos melhor como pensa o Gonzalo e creio que começou grande ano, mas só está começando, temos que seguir trabalhando porque o ano é muito largo.
I think we're always united as a group, but the more time you spend playing with guys, the more comfortable you get. So now we have more time with Thiago, Gigi, another year under Gonzalo, so we're understanding what he and the coaches are asking of us better. So we're off to a good start, but as I said, it's just a start, and we hope it can be a good year.
Luis, también se ha notado que hay buena química entre tú y Thiago en la cancha, en los partidos. ¿Eso fue algo trabajado también entre ustedes con un enfoque en la pretemporada?
If it was a focus for him and Thiago to work on their chemistry during preseason.
Sim, seguimos sempre falando para que nos encontramos na cancha. Thiago é grande jogador, muita qualidade. José então sempre procura estar bem posicionado para receber a pelota. Tem grande passe, como a hora em partida, me posicionei bem. Thiago meteu a pelota, marquei. E também quero fazer passes, quero fazer gol. Thiago também. E creio que isso quem tem a ganhar é Atlanta e toda a equipe. Pero estamos se conectando melhor e espero que todos os partidos encontramos mais e que a Atlanta venha sempre ganhar.
Yeah, I think Thiago and I are always communicating. He has great vision. He's a great passer, so I'm always trying to get into good positions, and I know he's able to find me. Like in the last game, I make a run and he's able to find me with the pass, and we score. So I think we're always trying to have good chemistry during the games, and that's going to improve, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Of the things that he does well, what are you going to miss most on Saturday?
Thiago hace bien muchas cosas, pero que es qué vas a faltar de su juego en este partido?
Creo que todo. Thiago é um grande jogador, como já falei antes. Thiago dá muita qualidade à equipe saindo de trás com a pelota e à frente também tem um grande passe. Creo que vai fazer muita falta, como eu falei antes, não só o Thiago, mas todos os outros que não estão. Vamos sentir muito, mas estou muito contente de Thiago estar na seleção, está realizando o sonho e os outros jogadores também. Nós outros acá vamos trabalhar muito duro, vamos fazer um grande partido e que quando for ver vai estar muito contente de nós outros.
He does many things well. He helps us play out from the back. He helps us in the attack. So we'll miss everything, but not just from him, but also all the guys who are with their national teams. Of course, we wish them well, and we'll be glad to have them back.
Luis. ¿Estás consciente del partido este fin de semana contra Columbus, considerando que el año pasado se rescató un solo punto de los dos partidos que se jugaron, uno se perdió y el otro se empató? ¿Sí estás consciente de eso, la responsabilidad de este fin de semana de sacar un buen resultado y también considerando las ausencias, ¿no?
Just if he's aware of the results against Columbus last season, if he feels like if that matters in this game, and again about all the players missing.
Sim, estamos conscientes, não só desse partido, mas todos. Sei que é um novo ano, é um novo partido. Creio que estamos com uma mentalidade diferente, estamos jogando melhor. Temos tudo para ser um grande partido lá. Claro que vamos para buscar o triponto. Estamos trabalhando muito bem, estamos muito preparados. Então espero que saímos com os 3 pontos, que é muito importante.
Yeah, not just this game, but we're aware every game. But it's a new game. It's a new season for us. So we're going there. We're going to try and play our best. We're going to go there with the objective to get 3 points. Because it's an important game.
Luis, how have the young players, the academy, the second team players fit in this week in training?
¿Cómo han acoplado al equipo los de la academia en esta semana?
¿Qué?
O sea, todos los jugadores que están de la academia, que están
están con nosotros?
Que están entrenando con el primer equipo, ¿cómo están?
Sim, estão muito bem. Estão trabalhando muito duro com nós outros. Já conhecemos da pré-época, são bueníssimos jogadores. Nós outros estamos aqui para ajudá-los no que podemos. Somos um jogador mais experiente. Claro, já passei porque estão passando a hora. Nós outros temos que ajudá-los. Estão muito bem, estão no caminho certo. E tenho certeza que alguns anos vão estar aí para dar muito orgulho para a Atlanta.
I think the young players have adapted well to training. They're good players, and us as experienced players, it's up to us to help them. As I've been in their position, so we've come up, and now we're here to try and help them, and I think they'll score many goals in the future for Atlanta.
Luis, is there a player that you've been around in your career that reminds you of the way that Thiago's playing? Is there any kind of comparison you can make with anybody that you've played with?
¿Puedes comparar Thiago con algún jugador que has visto, que has tenido como compañero en tu carrera?
Não, creio que não. Creio que o Thiago é um jogador de muita qualidade. Pateia muito bem, tem um grande passe, controla muito bem a pelota, é um jogador completo. Eu estou muito contente de jogar com o Thiago. Isso facilita muito meu jogo. Eu sou um jogador muito rápido, então vou sempre estar bem posicionado para fazer passe. Mas o Thiago é um grande jogador, estou muito contente pelo momento que vem vivendo. E isso quem tem a ganhar nos outros é Atlanta.
No, I think Thiago's a very quality player. He has great technical ability. He's a great finisher. He's a great passer. So he's a very complete player. And I'm a fast player, so I'm always trying to be in the right positions so he can help me and we can connect like that. So I'm very happy for the good moment that he's currently experiencing. And yeah, he's a great player.
Luis, también parece que este año en estos partidos has encontrado más espacios que facilitan tu juego. ¿Eso es algo consciente que estás notando? ¿Es la manera que está jugando el equipo? ¿Es el hecho de que sabes un poco más de la liga? Explica, porque se nota que estás muy bien posicionado.
Just about the way the team's playing this year and the spaces that Luis is finding, if he feels, or if he can explain what he thinks that's due to.
Creio que na maneira que vem jogando na equipe, isso está facilitando muito meu jogo, não só o meu, pelos outros jogadores. Sim, concordo, estou encontrando mais espaço, onde me gusta mais, que é encontrar mais à frente para que eu possa fazer uma jogada individual, patear, fazer um passe. Então estou muito contente, espero continuar assim e que seja grande ano para nós outros.
Yeah, I think it's just the way that the team is playing that I'm able to find some of those spaces, but also I'm able to get the ball and take players on 1v1 when I have the opportunity. So I'm very happy for the moment that we're in right now, and hopefully it'll be a great season for Atlanta.
You had
Jugarás.
this probably the best view of Almada's free kick, or second best view next to Almada. Were you stunned that it went in?
Dice que tuviste quizás la mejor vista del tiro libre de Thiago. Si te sorprendió que iba dentro.
No, no me sorprendeu porque trabajamos juntos todos os dias. Sempre hacemos tiro livre aí. Thiago tem muita qualidade, pero foi um golaço. Felicito e não é novidade para nós outros.
No, I wasn't surprised because we train free kicks out here every day, and I've seen it. So I congratulate him. It was a golazo, but it's nothing new.
Pero igual el arquero tenía que preparar para vos también, estabas ahí parado y estaba para un zurdo, así que el arquero también te estaba mirando, ¿no?
He said the goalkeeper had to also prepare for Luis on that play.
Ah, sim. Não, tá.
¿Jugarás en la misma posición o tomarás la posición de Thiago considerando que estarás frente?
Não, eu não jogo na posição do Thiago. Eu vou jogar a minha, sempre acá à direita, onde me gusta mais. Creio que vai jogar outro jogador aí, pero é isso.
No, I'm not gonna play Thiago's position. I'm gonna play my position on the right wing, where I prefer. Take a couple more.
Amagaste para como que ibas a patear, o sea, si quisiste engañar al arquero también antes del tiro libre.
Ah, sim, sempre se quer deixar o Thiago aí para patear, pero já tínhamos hablado que Thiago ia pegar aí, pero foi um golaço.
Yeah, Thiago and I always are there for the free kicks, but we had talked about it and knew he was going to take it, and again, it was a golazo.
Who was it this week? You and who then?
Y en este partido, ¿quién va a tirar?
¿Quién se encarga?
Não sei, vamos falar aí, pero normalmente se cada mais pela esquerda, Thiago pateia, do outro lado também eu pateio, então este partido eu vou patear, pero tem outros jogadores com qualidade, Brooks, então vamos falar aí, quem estiver melhor em partido patear.
We'll see. Usually it's Thiago and I. If depending on the location, if it's on the left or the right side of the box, we have different options. So we have other good kick takers like Brooks. So we'll see.
Pero los penaltis sí los vas a tirar tú. Eres el encargado de tirarlos cada partido.
Sim, creio que é uma decisão de Gonzalo. Tem partido que sim, tem partido que não. Não sei o que vai passar. Gonzalo habla com nós outros antes do partido e é uma decisão de Gonzalo.
The penalties, it's a decision up to Gonzalo. So some games yes, some games no. We'll see what happens, but that's up to Gonzalo. All right, thanks, guys.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luis.
Replace all the players that are gone. I'm kidding.
Thank you. I thought you were serious, just for a second.
But how do you replace what Almada brings to the offense and defense?
Well, it's kind of impossible to replace, everything in general with any player. Everyone brings something special to the team, and we know what Almada can bring. What we always talk about is the signature of this team has to be the togetherness and the team effort, the team determination, the team mentality. So in that sense, yes, we're going to miss some guys, but whoever comes on the field has to try at the best of his ability to replace the roles that we have for every position, and from there we will go. I think, it's part of football. We're going to miss some players, they're going to miss some players, and we'll see.
What's the hardest thing to replace that Almada does?
Well, the creativity. I think technically he's very good. We have other technical players in the team, but the creative part, to see the gaps in between the back line to play a through ball, to the creativity to dribble, but already knowing where is the next pass going, reading the game, adjusting in the last second of the play, where is the best pass. That's the quality that Almada has, but again, we're replacing that with more tactics, with better understanding of time and space, better coaching, trying to give the players the tools to succeed in this game. So again, there are a lot of things that we're working now to try to do a good game in Columbus.
And you obviously got a lot of experience having to replace people last year because of all the injuries. What did you learn from that you can apply to missing as many as 3 starters for Columbus?
Well, trying to maintain the same system. I think that's one that we're very proud of, not changing the core of the team. I think that's important, but also the clear understanding on the tactics and the roles. We're big on the roles of the players. Like everyone should have a role, and everyone should understand the role on the field, and from there just apply. And it is the application what will make us better or worse. But they all should have the clear understanding of what they're doing, and that's our job as coaches. Again, coming back to Brian Schmetzer, he always used to say we are here to give the players the tools to succeed, and I love that phrase. I think that's very important. It's always a good reminder for us coaches to understand our role as well, and provide feedback to the players to have everyone together.
Gonzalo, a total of 47 MLS players are out with international duty. 21 teams are missing players. Atlanta United and Minnesota United are each missing 6. That's the most of any team in MLS. Would you like to see MLS not play during the international window? Is that something that you would like to see change?
Yeah, well, by my count, we're missing 7,
Yes,
but
7,
but
okay.
yeah, but still, it's a big number, yeah, I think everyone loves that. Normally, MLS is very good at that. It's normally very good in kind of the calendar, and you can pick and choose. We understand this year was very difficult because of League's Cup. We understand the value of that cup for the league, for the the growth of North America in general. So yeah, it is what it is. It's obvious that we would prefer to play with all of our internationals every weekend, but this time it's not possible. We will adjust, we will move on. It is what it is, and at the end of the day, we will enjoy League's Cup. I think it's a very nice cup to play, and I hope we can do well in that one.
Coach, has jugado prácticamente el mismo esquema en los 4 partidos. Hoy con la ausencia de algunos jugadores, ¿cambiarás el esquema o jugarás de la misma manera para enfrentar a Columbus, este partido que el año pasado se rescató un solo punto de los 2 partidos jugados, un empate y una derrota? ¿Cambiarás el esquema o jugarás de la misma manera?
Bueno, el esquema, me imagino que te refieres un poco a la formación táctica, ¿no? Que normalmente ocupamos. Normalmente jugamos con una especie de 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, con un rol de un 6, un 8, un 10, pero después, al final, un poco lo que lo hago en inglés es los roles de los jugadores. Entonces, en ese sentido, de repente cambiamos las estructuras, dependiendo de cómo apriete el rival, cambiamos la estructura, depende de cómo ataque el rival, cambiamos un poco la forma de presionar. Entonces no cambiaremos esa formación que tenemos de una manera inicial, pero después sí que siempre damos ciertos detallitos tácticos que ojalá nos ayuden a tener un mejor control del juego, pero es basado en lo que tengo y basado en lo que tengo en cuanto a jugadores y en lo que representa el reto de enfrentar a un equipo como Columbus.
Gonzalo, we're just talking to Luis. These games he's been very consistent. He's finding a lot of spaces that I think really suit him. He's getting goals. He's getting in dangerous spots. He said that the preseason he sort of worked harder, came in with a little bit different mindset. What could you add to that? What have you noticed from Luis just in the first bit of the season so far?
He's happier. He's happier. For some reason, he's happier. He enjoys every training session. And I think he's one of those players that he needs to feel happy, strong, powerful, reliant in his physicality to produce what he's been producing for us. And we are here to help him as well to maintain that level of confidence and believing himself, because we have a huge belief in him. We feel like he can be one of the best players in MLS for sure. And he's been proving that, I think, but everything comes from his happiness, and so we're working on that. I think he's getting better and better, and I hope still he can continue producing even more for the team, and then we will have some good attackers to move up front in the squad.
Have you settled on free kick takers for this week?
Not yet. Still, tomorrow we'll have one more practice on that, direct free kicks and all that. We know the corner kicks, the wide free kicks, but the direct free kicks, we're still, we have to review that tomorrow.
One of the things that you and Garth and Carlos talked about when y'all signed Gigi was how he might not score all the goals, but people around him are going to score a lot of goals. I assume you're seeing that so far, and how can that get better?
Yes, absolutely correct. I think again, everything is connected. It's not just when we have the ball, we are attackers and all that. For me, everything is connected. When we are defending, when we are pressing, that's a good way to attack because we want to regain the ball higher on the field, and then from there we create chances a little bit from chaotic movements because the opposition is open up, they open up to play, and then if we press right, if the timing is good, we can have a lot of spaces in that little transition moment, and Gigi helps with that as well. So it's a little bit the pressing, starting with that, and then obviously his movement. You see a lot of his movements, yes, offsides, and we all see that stat that is not very, very good, but it's a positive, in my opinion, that we are making those runs. If the timing gets better, if they know each other better, if Thiago knows the timing of Gigi when he's going to run, if Gigi knows when Thiago is passing, when Luis is passing, when Amar is passing, when Santi, Ibarra, when all the players are activating Gigi, I think we're going to have a good understanding on how to stretch teams, and that will create more space for Thiago and Luis. And from there, we are going to have more chances. So yes, I think it's a good repertoire for Gigi's movement that is going to help collectively the attacking side of the team.
Coach, es obvio que has potenciado a muchos jugadores de este equipo en esta temporada, pero específicamente Kaylee Wiley. Está comenzando una temporada espectacular, 3 goles, jugando de una manera increíble, que para mí ha sido hasta hoy el jugador, aparte de Thiago Almada, obviamente más revulsivo del equipo en cuestión de ataque. ¿Sí lo ves de esa manera y sí ha tomado esa confianza y esa responsabilidad de Kelly Wiley cuando entra al terreno de juego?
Sí, yo creo que ha dado un paso muy importante. Decía el otro día que quizás que no hemos visto todavía lo mejor, porque lo que yo creo es que ese muchacho con confianza, cuando esté al 100% una mentalidad de todo lo que él puede hacer en la cancha, vamos a ver un muy buen jugador, y creo que ha producido muy bien, pero creo que todavía puede producir mucho más si él tiene más confianza en él, si él se siente seguro en cada acción, especialmente o en qué creo que puede darnos más en el mano a mano. Creo que de repente cuando él agarra la pelota por la banda, lo he visto encarar a muchos de los mejores defensores de esta liga y lo hace muy bien. Entonces quiero que tome más responsabilidad en eso, pero es un muchacho de 18 años y a veces no quiero poner mucho peso sobre sus hombros y es algo que él tiene que identificar, y espero que con los goles, las asistencias y su buen juego empiece a tomar esa confianza en sí mismo que le haga tener un poquito más esa parte del mano a mano.
Recuerdo que el año pasado hablamos precisamente de eso y me lo dijiste, que eso era lo importante que tenía Kaylee Wiley, pero ¿qué es más presión? El año pasado no fue una buena temporada, a estas alturas no se estaba bien, hoy se está ganando y se está ganando bien, pero mi pregunta va, ¿es siempre tener presión dirigir un equipo como el Atlanta United, se gane o se pierda?
Sí, yo creo que esa presión siempre es la misma, es una presión que capaz que no siempre viene de afuera como se cree, creo que siempre viene de adentro, esa presión que tenemos simplemente por venir aquí diario. Imagínate lo que es para mí manejar diario y entrar por esa puerta y ver estas instalaciones y ver toda la gente cómo te recibe con los brazos abiertos para que tú hagas tu trabajo, teniendo todas las herramientas, te inyecta una responsabilidad, una presión de decir tengo que hacerlo mejor este día por donde estoy. Entonces esa presión siempre creo que existe, es una presión buena, sabemos las exigencias de este club y tratamos de estar a la altura nada más. Decir un poco lo que decías, que a estas alturas estábamos sufriendo, no es así. A estas alturas, sé que va la 4, pero en la jornada 5 teníamos 10 puntos. Entonces no estábamos tan lejos de donde estábamos el torneo pasado, y como se lo mencionaba un poco a los jugadores, eso, los pies en la tierra, ha sido un buen arranque, pero van 4 partidos, ¿no? Y al partido 5 tenemos los mismos puntos que ahorita, entonces no hemos hecho nada todavía y hay que mantener y si no superar el nivel y el entendimiento que estamos teniendo del juego para seguir sumando puntos, porque creo que sí, estamos en un buen momento, pero no es momento de creer que ya somos campeones de la liga, ¿no? No ha pasado nada, son 4 partidos y hay que seguir mejorando.
Gonzalo, Columbus missing Cucho and Lucas Leon. How do you expect them to adjust? And what are your thoughts on Wolfenance in general as a manager in his game model?
I'm sorry, the last
Wolfenance.
part.
And Cucho and Zelion,
Ah.
how do you expect them to adjust?
Oh, well, we'll see. I mean, they are missing those pieces. We are guessing a couple, combinations there. I have a lot of respect for Wilfried. I think he's a fantastic coach. I respect his style of playing, and I respect even more that he always respects his style of playing. He always wants to play. That's something I really respect from him, and I think he's going to do very well. In the meantime, he's trying to adjust to his team. He's putting different players in different positions at times because of out of necessity, because Cucho was out the last game. So how they adjust to that. Now they won't have Lucas Elarayan. They won't have the center back, the sweeper in the back three. So we'll see how they adjust. We are expecting certain formations for them based on their absences. So maybe for sure Nagby and Aidan Morris in the middle. Are they adding one more player in the middle to match our midfield? Are they playing more front three? Are they playing two? Are they maintaining the back five on the back if they don't have that important piece as the center back? So those are questions that we have, and we train a couple of scenarios with the team, making sure that we understand how to play against a team that don't know how they're gonna play.
I know you probably just asked about Caleb Wiley,
Yes.
but
Yes,
where
I will.
have you seen just kind of the biggest growth from last year to this year when it comes to just creating and scoring more goals?
Yes, it's very similar question. I think he did a big step in his career at the impacting in the final third in 2 games in a row in a fantastic way. I mean, 2 goals, 1 assist in Charlotte. Now this one a goal, but more than that, because yes, the goals, the assists are shiny and they go to the stats and all that, but the defending is very good. The attacking movements, the runs in behind creates a lot of space for Thiago as well. So again, everything is related. I think the belief that he has to have in himself, I still see that there's a little bit more that he can provide to the team. If he believes in himself completely, and once he starts to get in a better rhythm and scoring and impacting the game in the final third, I hope he can give us even more. So, and specifically on what? On the 1v1 dribbling. I think once he's isolated on the flank 1v1 against any fullback, I believe that he can pass anyone. I think he's very good on that. He has a very good dribbling. He has the ability to come to his right foot. He's very good. At times he dribbles with his right foot, which is weird for a left-footed player. So I believe a lot in that ability that he has and can help us to unlock lower blocks. And I think that's an ability that he can provide to the team. So I just hope he gets more confidence, more games, more rhythm, and then he can provide that part that may help us more.
Gonzalo, I wanted to bring it back to Thiago real quick. Obviously, what he's done these first 4 games is historic considering his age. Have you been around a player, whether playing in your playing days or coaching, that he reminds you of just stylistically, not just with the free kicks and all that, but he's buzzing all around the field, constantly getting himself on the ball, and obviously providing for his teammates?
Well, different type of players and different in many things, but I remember Andres Guardado. When we were in Germany in 2006, he was a very young player in the squad, and actually there were a lot of complaints about him being in the final list for that World Cup, and he had only 1 or 2 seasons in Atlas, and everybody was saying a lot of players deserve it more and stuff like that. And then he comes against Argentina and first game with the national team, and he does a fantastic job, and from there we know the rest of the story. So I see that same attitude of always willing to have the ball, always taking responsibility in his game, and I remember that from Andres Guardado. I don't know if it's a good or fair comparison, but that's what I remember, that maybe similar in terms of what I've seen, a young talented players taking a lot of responsibility in big stages early in his career.
I guess to kind of link that to what you were just talking about with Caleb, is that something that he can kind of learn from, and seeing a young player like Thiago, putting himself in those positions to get on the ball and trying to impact the game more, just having that confidence to do that?
I see that in Caleb. It's not like he doesn't want the ball or anything like that. You see how active he is, how many runs actually we don't see, and we can pass him the ball. It's more about once he has the ball, he can do way more. And it's crazy because people tell me, hey, this is good enough, this is very good, and he's only 18. I agree with that, but what I've seen from him on the training sessions tells me that he still can do even more, and it's a matter of time where he's going to show it, because he has a lot in his bag to show in the game. So I'm just looking forward to that moment where I can tell you I told you, but yeah, time will tell.
Well, Caleb came, obviously kind of through the academy as a left back. could you see him making more of a full-time switch to this more attacking role that he's been playing these first few games?
I think he can play both very good. I think that he's a better attacker than he's a defender, but in the modern game, we all love attacking-minded fullbacks. But I think he can do both well. His defensive actions actually have improved a lot, maybe from a different role, but he's still one that can put tackles in, can regain balls when he's pressing on the flank, maybe from a different angle compared to a fullback, but he's improving on that as well, and it's little improvements here and there that is going to make him better and better in his position.
Gonzalo, just quickly, Luis said that for the next game and perhaps moving forward, you're going to choose who takes the penalty kicks in a game. Is that something that you want to continue to do? Is that a game-by-game basis? Is it you're going to see who's confident at that moment? But how do you think you'll manage that going through the season?
I normally take responsibility on that, on putting number one, number two, at times even number threes, because, you know, at times I've been there, and when you don't feel you're the designated player to take a penalty, maybe you're not feeling completely okay to take it. Okay, we know what's a progression, right? I don't like them to play rock, scissors, paper game there in the field. Visually, I don't like that part, but I prefer to have an organized manner who takes it. And yes, I go game by game, making sure that what I see in the training sessions, the confidence in that, puts the best player available to impact in a team effort, gaining a penalty, and then we are not messing around with that. We should put the best one that can give the team the possibility to score that goal. So that's my responsibility.
Is Luis? I mean, he must be in that list. He missed that penalty, but he's, you know, you give him another shot at a player like that.
Of course, if he's there and I feel like he's confident, he's the best in that moment. Yes, I have not lost any piece of confidence on Luis in that regard. I still may put him. But yeah, it's every week I make that decision based on how they take it at times in there. They are always playing and Clement Diop is actually very good at pushing them and playing the game with them, and that's good. I can see them playing under a little bit of pressure with Clement and how they take it, which side, and I take a lot of things in consideration once I pick a case.
How confident are you in Noah Cobb as he possibly steps into a starting role this weekend?
Yeah, it's a possibility. Yes, he's. I put him against Toluca 90 minutes in the preseason cup. So yeah, it's a possibility. We believe that Noah has a high ceiling as a center back, and it's going to be a good test for him.
Siguiendo la misma línea de tiros libres y también de penaltis, que en la ausencia de Thiago Almada sabemos que es el número 1 para tirar los tiros libres. ¿Quién es el número 2 y el número 3?
Todavía
Si los puedes adelantar un poco para el próximo partido, considerando la ausencia de Thiago Almada.
Sí, mañana trabajaremos en táctica fija a favor y ahí es donde veremos un poquito quién anda en mejor ritmo, quién golpea un poquito mejor, y tomaremos la decisión mañana y ya lo verán en el partido. Ojalá que no tengan la presión de simular exactamente o recrear los tiros libres que ha hecho Thiago Almada en la temporada, porque de 2-2, pero creo que tenemos buenos tiradores para ejecutarlos bien.
Roseto está listo.
Sí, ha estado entrenando. Mañana haremos quizás la última prueba para saber si está disponible para la banca o no, pero ha estado entrenando parcialmente con el equipo. Yeah? Okay, thank you.